Another primary win in the Republican race for the White House, while Hillary Clinton fails to stop Senator Bernie Sanders' momentum. Welcome to the second hour of Happening Now on this Wednesday. I'm John Scott.
And I'm Melissa Francis in for Jenna Lee. Trump is coming off his latest win last night in Oregon and is expected to meet sometime today with former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger to discuss foreign policy.
Meantime, Senator Bernie Sanders setting his sights on California after easily winning Oregon's Democratic primary. Hillary Clinton's campaign declared victory in Kentucky, but that race still too close to officially call. We have live Fox team coverage. Mike Emanuel is standing by in Washington with a look at the Democratic race. But we begin with chief political correspondent Carl Cameron live at Trump Tower in New York City. Carl.
Hi, John. Well, the presumptive Republican nominee is expected to meet and may, in fact, be at any moment meeting with 92-year-old Henry Kissinger, the former National Security Advisor and Secretary of State to Presidents Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford from between the late 60s and about mid-70s, about 75. More than 40 years ago, he was a world diplomat of tremendous renown and ultimately a Nobel Peace Prize winner, although controversial. Some of the people who actually were on the Nobel Committee quit after he got the Nobel Prize. And Trump will be going to talk to him. Trump, of course, lacks the kind of discernible foreign policy experience that most presidential candidates like to boast about. He, of course, is a world traveler and has done business all over the world, but that's vastly different than the kind of diplomacy that a Henry Kissinger or a Secretary of State in the current or more recent incarnation, Hillary Clinton, can boast about. So this is an opportunity for him to sort of create the perception that he is in deep discussions to sort of build out his own foreign policy portfolio and get the advice of renowned experts. In addition, last night, apart from policy, Trump inked a very important fundraising deal with the Republican National Committee. It allows for two campaign funds to be set up between the Republican National Committee, the RNC, and the Trump campaign, and of one of them. And a second one will also include 10 state Republican parties around the country. And in that second account, the maximum donation for an individual is $449,000, which means the Trump campaign and the RNC can coordinate together to raise money and find donors. And as a consequence, if Trump were to find, let's say, 22 billionaires who each ponied up the max of $449,000, he would have what is, in terms of conventional wisdom, the ante for a campaign, $1 billion for the general election. And in fact, because Trump has such a big Rolodex of donors and wealthy people around the world, it's possible, in fact, that they could easily go over that. It's a very big deal, and it gives the money to buy the political ammunition that he will need to go up against Hillary Clinton, who has had a similar fundraising deal with the Democratic Party for more than a year. John?
Maybe he could sell a building or two, or the 757. Carl Cameron. Carl, thank you.